In this next segment, Bruce talks about how the nervous system, rather than our genes, is the driver of evolution.
Oh, evolution. So the secret here, didn't go into it a lot, wrote about it, but didn't emphasize it. Evolution, we used to think, was due to more genes. That was a Darwinian thing. The more genes, more complexity. So we do the Human Genome Project, and we have over 100,000 proteins that make up our body. A little fact of biology: it takes a gene to make a protein. So before with the protein, the genome was studied, everybody go, oh, we're going to have over 100,000 genes, one for each of those proteins. Well, the human has 20,000 genes, which meant the entire understanding of how the damn thing worked was wrong when the Genome Project came out. It says we don't have that many genes. And it turns out that actually the drive force of evolution is the nervous system, not the genes. There's a name, probably almost nobody out there is going to hear or have heard this name, Jean-Baptiste de Lamarck. Lamarck wrote the first theory of evolution 50 years before Darwin's theories. Lamarck is credited as the first scientist to write a theory of evolution. And his premise was that evolution is based on the interaction of the environment with the organism, because the organisms fit in their environment. Polar bears are not in Africa, they're in the Arctic. Roses are not in the Arctic, they're in the temperate zone. I go, oh, organisms, environment, lockstep interaction. I go, this is what the new science of epigenetics says. It's the environment that is selecting the genetics to make the organism fit the environment. And I go, oh, wow. Then I go, and here's the part that I took this jump, and it was like amazing, because I said, wait, then the membrane's a chip. And I go, yeah. And I said, well, how powerful is your computer? And you say, how many bits of data? I go, oh, in the membrane, bits of data are receptor channel complexes. A cell has over 100,000 different bits of data in its membrane. And I go, so, oh, this cell is a computer chip. I go, yeah, it's just like Texas Instruments, the calculator. That's a computer chip. What's a computer? Take a whole bunch of those calculator chips and sequence them together, and then you get the ability to make a computer. And I go, your cell is a programmable chip. Put them together in a community, and guess what? It's a multi-chip organism called a computer. That's what the brain is. All the cells are processing information and turning it into behavior and function. And that's why the skin of the cell, in both the cell and in the human, the skin, are the source of the nervous system, because they read the outer environment and then alter the influence on the inner environment to support life in whatever that outer environment is.